We didn't do any of this.
Yeah.
Right?
So welcome to the Mindfulness Tree meditation community as we gather for our time to meditate together, get encouragement for one another. And then we're going to look at the whole idea of beneficial efforts. So I'm going to incorporate some of the stuff in the chapter into our meditation. So it becomes in some ways a contemplative type of looking inward to look outward. So we begin with the inviting of the bell. Listen, listen. Sound of the bell calls me back to my true home. And so as we begin this meditation together, I'm actually going to start with a poem because we live in very extraordinary times. And this is our moment. And the name of this poem is Breathe, said the wind. How can I breathe at a time like this when the air is full of the smoke of burning tires, burning lives? Just breathe, the wind insisted. Easy for you to say if the weight of injustice is not wrapped around your throat, cutting off all air. I need you to breathe. I need you to breathe. Don't tell me to be calm when there are so many reasons to be angry, so much cause for despair. I didn't say to be calm, said the wind. I said to breathe. We're going to need a lot of air to make this hurricane together. So as we arrive and settle and welcome ourselves to our true home, we know that we are sitting. We know that we inhabit a body and a mind and a heart. And so, like the wind says, I need you to breathe. And so we become aware that the body in the seated position is breathing, providing us everything that we need to be able to go out into the world with wisdom and compassion. So for the next few minutes, I'm just going to invite you to breathe, either using the concentration practice of counting the breaths, or using the insight method of noticing where the breath is entering and exiting the body. And during the time that we are breathing, thoughts, feelings may arise, but it is the breath that remains the constant. Just as you breathe, follow the breath. The thoughts that arise, perhaps feelings associated with those thoughts. Just allow yourself to step back from the thought. Notice it. Is it true? Is it helpful? And then allow it to just be. As we move into the last 3 steps on the path, which are known as the concentration steps. Before we can come to mindfulness and also concentration, there has to be effort. As our author mentions, it's like tilling the soil. It's the energy, sweat, the work that goes into moving toward concentration. So I'm going to move you through the 4 exertions for the exercises for protecting this energy to be able to do what needs to be done. So I'm going to ask a series of questions that are at the end of our chapter and allow this time to be a time of reflection. As sometimes meditation is a struggling and a striving with issues and with ideas, and it is work. It's not just some blissful being off in a peaceful place. But sometimes it's work, and it's hard work, but yet it's beneficial effort. So, what do you want to say no to so that you can create space for more genuine yeses? What do you want to say no to? And be okay with them. Just breathe through that question. What do I need to say no to as an act of self care and compassion? Think of the many things on your to do list and realize that you don't have to say yes to everything. Care for yourself and to care for others. How can I say no in a way that is direct and honors the dignity of all parties involved? How do my harmful habits help me to cope? And what might be the demon material that lives here? What is it in my life that I need to abandon so as to make more space for this practice? When am I the best version of myself? And what do I need to prioritize in order to sustain this? What are the wholesome qualities I want to foster? What in my life is beautiful, compelling, or nourishing? And how do I share this with others? Finally, what would I like to give myself a little bit of credit for instead of habitually criticizing and judging myself? What would I like to give myself a little bit of credit for? And then return to the breath. Rest in the breath. And gain energy from the breath. So in closing this time of formal meditation, I'm going to share a poem by Dana Falls that's entitled Trusting Prana, where that life force tends to leak out and get overwhelmed. Trust the energy that courses through you. Trust. Then take surrender even deeper. Be the energy. Don't push anything away. Follow each sensation back to its source in vastness and pure presence. Emerge so new, so fresh that you don't know who you are. Welcome in this season of monsoons. Be the bridge across the flooded river and the surging torrent underneath. Be unafraid of consonant wonder. Be unafraid of consonant wonder. Be the energy and blaze a trail across the clear night sky like lightning. Dare to be your own illumination. Greater practice. We're going to move directly to our walking meditation. And you can do it in any way that you'd like. You're counting the steps, counting the breaths, using a mantra if that's your practice. Or you could take one of those questions and use it as an inquiry and to bring some curiosity to your walking of what do I need to say no to? Or who do I need to say no to? Or what have I not been giving myself credit for? Whatever arises, please use that time. And just a reminder of how we do the walking meditation of finding your path and taking each step with care and then stopping at the end of that path, turning around and repeating. And I know that, like Harry, I hope you don't mind if I mention you like to walk faster. Mm-hmm. And so he goes to the social hall to do that. So if you're inclined to want to do that too, or walk at a different pace, please feel free to use the hallway too and the social hall.
It's not a race.
What?
It's not a race.
It's not a race, that's right. But just pace yourself. But think about that also as a metaphor for beneficial effort, pacing ourselves. So with that, please go to the sanctuary. Side to side.